Another deadly shooting at a Florida nightclub, this time in Fort Myers. NBC's Kerry Sanders has made his way to the scene. Kerry, what can you tell us?
Well, good morning, Matt. The authorities are looking very closely. At this point, they say that there are no strong indications that this is terrorism related, but rather it appears to be a shooting at a bar here in Fort Myers, a bar known as Club Blue. And of course, this all comes just 6 weeks after 49 people were killed and 53 were injured in Orlando at the Pulse nightclub, which of course means that we have another Florida community on edge this morning. Terrifying moments overnight as gunfire erupted at a nightclub in Fort Myers, Florida.
Automatic gunfire in Club Blue. 30-40 shot shootout. People are scattering.
Police responding to the shooting in the parking lot of Club Blue Bar and Grill shortly after midnight found several victims suffering from gunshot wounds. 2 people died and at least 14 others were shot with injuries ranging from minor to life-threatening. Authorities say 3 people have been detained for questioning, one of them 5 blocks away from the nightclub where shots were fired. This morning, police say the motive is still unknown and they are actively canvassing the area looking for other persons who may have been involved in this incident. So authorities here are still sorting out the details of what happened. We do know that at the Club Blue here, they were having what was called a teen night. And so there was no carding, underage people were allowed here. They're trying to get to the bottom of what happened here. But again, at this point, it does not appear to be terrorism related. Matt?
Kerry Sanders, but 2 dead, 14 others at least injured. Kerry, thank you very much.
And you can see yellow markings. Those identify the number of bullet casings. You can see how many there are right there. Investigators are combing through this scene right now, trying to figure out exactly what happened. The Fort Myers Police Department tells us they do not know how or why this shooting started, but it happened around 12:30 this morning. Once gunfire erupted here outside of Club Blue, officers arrived. They tell me after they took care of the victims, we know again, 15 to 17 victims right now, 2 dead, both males. After they took care of the victims, they started searching for cars that could possibly contain any more victims that ran from the gunfire. We know that when it started, a big crowd of people just scattered everywhere taking cover.
She was running away from bullets, so she wouldn't get shot.
And what happened to her friend?
She got shot in the leg. They were running for safety to Sunterra Apartments, and she wasn't so lucky as my daughter. She got hit in the leg and.
Club Blue in Fort Myers was reportedly hosting an all-ages party when shots rang out shortly after midnight. At least 2 people were killed and more than a dozen others were wounded and taken to Lee Memorial Hospital.
My daughter is okay.
This woman's daughter was at the club.
Her dodging bullets and running, dropping between cars. It's ridiculous that these kids have to go through this. They can't enjoy themselves.
Police say 3 people have been detained for questioning. Officers were canvassing the area for other people who may have been involved. Investigators are now seeking a motive for the shooting, which comes just 6 weeks after the massacre at Orlando's Pulse nightclub.
We were sitting in the car because they were shooting. I'm like thinking, okay, they not finna get no closer when they shooting. Next thing I know, we sitting in the car, and every like 5 people just running, still shooting, still shooting. So we got out of the car, started hiding up under the car. They still shooting. So we had to run in the. We had to run. We had to run. This was I don't know who got shot. I ain't got shot. Just know that. We ain't get shot. We was under the car. We like literally scraped up our arms and everything. We had to get up on the car. I have never experienced no like that. And these was still shooting.
On the rounds, man.
I don't even
spraying
non-stop running and shooting. I have never seen no like that. And I'm like, who run? They running behind. They don't know who they shooting. They just running behind you and shooting. We had to like run. I mean run. Like that was crazy. Just seeing somebody just laying on the floor, like a just got shot 5 or 10 times. This little boy just laying on the floor. Somebody else got shot in the butt. Crazy. So it's like get shot or run. He ran. At least I know if I got shot, I know I ran. The little boy was just laying there on the floor like he was just trying to fight for his life. Like I have never seen that shit on the news and all that, but seeing that shit close, little boy was out.
Response time was over 5 minutes. You kidding me?
I'm telling you, these kids had at least been shooting for a good 10 minutes. No police showed up. They left these kids for dead. Like, they ain't came to save nobody. We had time to sit in the car,
go to the house,
hide up under the car, and run to the house. All in fire, all in the range of fire. Like, it was either save yourself or die.